Hey guys, Joe here from XFoxGames. Check it out again. We got something a little bit different here. If you guys remember in the past, probably like a year ago, we did a review on, I believe this was like the Tempest, just regular. And, you know, it was a pretty cool blaster for the time. But one of the biggest complaints about this was it used these smaller kind of suction darts. So, you know, whenever you ran out of those, you were trying to fit regular sized darts in there, and they wouldn't fit. They would jam up against that upper thing. That was the biggest complaint about the older version of this. Now, probably about 2 or 3 months after, they came out with a kind of a whole line of blasters they were coming out. One that was going to use rival balls, ones that had kind of magazines. It was all over the place, and I kept in touch with D-Dart, but they're having a lot of supply issues, so hopefully some of those newer blasters will be coming out. So, you know, but the biggest thing here is I remember they came out with the Pro here, and this Pro was supposed to fix some of the issues that the original one was lacking, right? When I first got this, I thought I could swap out those little darts and throw in regular darts in here and I'd be fine, but unfortunately, again, that wasn't the case. So I don't really use this all that much because it just doesn't fit regular darts in there unless I cut my regular darts about 10 or 15 millimeters. Now again, don't laugh at my hands. I hydro dip myself, but hey, I'm trying. New stuff coming out. So, you know, there's not a lot to talk about when it comes to the Pro here because again, it is so similar than the regular. I'm going to pull this up. You guys can see here, I mean, they're almost identical. One of the biggest things that I noticed out of this is you get a little bit faster of a fire rate out of this, probably 1 to 1.5 extra darts compared to the stock. And the biggest thing, of course, yes, is going to be the extra room for the larger darts. Now, this does use 4 AAAs, and that just fits right up here, right in the front. So super easy. Just unscrew it, throw it in that little battery pack, throw it in. I did see some people make these 9.6 volts, which I am going to do 100% for this thing. But I think it's an interesting design nonetheless, right? I mean, pretty much you got the handle, and you got this rotating cylinder around the side, and it's 27 shots. 27. And some of the newer ones that I saw were like way more, and I'm like, oh my, I want those, and I'm just hoping they come out soon. But 27 shots, fairly quick, which isn't too bad. Now, it does have a high rate of speed when it comes to shooting, but the FPS on how fast they go out wasn't too bad. We're going to get to that in a second. But overall, I mean, the grip here feels great. Right or left-handed, it feels great. I just like being able to run, I mean, especially with like 2 of these, you know, and just lay down fire and being able to hide. One of the things about this blaster, though, is it's not a single action trigger where you pull it and it revs and shoots at the same time. It really has everything kind of built separately. So the on-off, so if you listen, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it revs up and now it's always on. So you're not going to sneak up on anybody unless you turn it off and then turn it back on. But that's one of the things. As soon as you pull the trigger, so I want you to hear how fast that one shoots comparison to the old one, right? Hopefully you can hear that, but look at this. Ready? So hopefully you guys can kind of see there that the Pro version is so much more quicker than the older version. So I haven't even seen this on the shelves in quite some time. I'm pretty sure just because, again, with everything that this lacked, this does better for the same price, so why not? So let's hop in and take a look at me shooting this particular blaster. So again, just in my backyard, probably about 20, 25 feet, somewhere right in there away from the good old box there with the pop can. And, you know, again, this only shoots like 60 FPS, so it is not the greatest when it comes to shooting at FPS speeds. But I know if you do get this up to 9.6, you're probably going to be upwards in the 85-ish, somewhere right in there, which would be awesome. And the actual rotation would be quicker. So this is probably shooting, I don't know, 3, 4, 4.5 darts a second. It's really, really quick comparison to the last, which was probably like 3 in there, maybe 2, somewhere right in there. But you can see, I mean, I'm just kind of doing burst fire. It has, you know, single fire if you just pull the trigger once. It's really more full, it's supposed to be fully automatic. But sometimes when you do pull it singly, you do get, an extra dart here and there. I do think that the flywheels in there could be a little bit better. They feel a little smooth to me. And if they had some type of ridges or something to really grab the dart, I feel like it could really project it a little bit better. But again, that's probably something I'm going to do when I redo this blaster. This actually really reminds me of a Lepus, which I'll pull up here after the shooting. That's what it really reminds me of, is a Lepus. It's like very small, you know, handheld, ready to shoot. But you can see, again, not too bad. Just shooting away. It's not too loud. But again, you are not going to creep up on anybody with this. So there you go. If, you know, like I said, this thing looks like a Lepus, you know, from the handle. It's like very, very similar. It's like, I don't know. And I haven't done a review on this. I've been kind of just playing around with this one. Actually, I have another one that I put together. But still, I really wanted to do a quick review on this because I was like, wow, they got the Pro out, but they don't have the other ones out in the stores yet. Really the ones that I really, really wanted. So, I don't know. You know, I am glad that they took the suggestions that we gave as a community and said, hey, you know what? Let's make this a little bit longer. Let's make it a little bit quicker. Let's keep it the same, you know, 4 AA or 4 AAAs in there. Let's keep that all the same. And this is just overall better. It's a kind of a version 2 of the version 1 per se. I do like the red though. The red and gray a little bit better than the gray and black. I don't know. What do you guys think? But still, there you guys go. Again, I just wanted to do this really quick. Let me know what you guys think. Always leave it down in the comments. You know, still not a bad little blaster. Definitely subscribe if you guys haven't already. Have a good one, Fox fans.